What's up, family? Just another beautiful day, loving every minute of it, giving thanks and praise to creator whoever you may conceive him or her to be. For me, yes, loving it, man. Yes, love it. This clip I'm gonna put here, this Indian guy, you think the Indian guy named is Vivir or Vivir. He's telling these Democrats exactly how they are. And he's even talking about Trump. And they keep telling people over and over again, Trump is not our enemy. They don't like Trump because Trump is not going along with their agenda. And he is telling you exactly how they rigged the elections for Trump not to win. And he bringing down stuff for you and putting them on a spot that they really can't answer none of his questions. At the last end, this so-called alphabet person tell him, be careful. Be very careful because what he is doing, you see, you got to speak your truth. Because I always tell people, if we know we don't die, that we are multi-dimensional beings, you got to speak your truth. Or speak up for stuff that you know is wrong. And this is exactly what he is doing. This man is telling them exactly what he feels and what they are doing is totally wrong. And like I said, if you don't, I would say for him to be careful because you can't really live in fear. But you just gotta be aware. Because when you're speaking the truth, even hearing you too, when you're speaking the truth, they want to blank you or strike you or tell you that you're valid their community guidelines because they don't want people to know what's going on. They want to keep you living in the dark, stupid, dumb, believing what the so-called, when Mike Trump said, fake news media is telling you. Check it out, folks. These clips, I do not own the copyright to the clips. Is for informational and awareness purposes only. Until then, I love you guys.
You think the Democrats would actually hire Greg Gutfeld to host a Democratic debate? They wouldn't do it. And so the fact of the matter is, and Christian, I'm going to use this time because this is actually about you in the media and the corrupt media establishment. Ask you the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that you pushed on this network for years. Was that real or was that Hillary Clinton made up disinformation? Answer the question. Go. Mr. Ross, this is how we get the country back. We need accountability because this media rigged the 2016 election. They rigged the 2020 election with the Hunter Biden laptop story. And they're going to rig this election. Your time is up. Accountability. Let me turn to Governor Christie. There was no reason to watch the Republican debates, but that comes out with truth bombs so shocking that moderators don't know what to do. I think the real enemy is not Donald Trump. It's not even Joe Biden. It is the deep state that at least Donald Trump attempted to take on. And if you want somebody who's going to speak truth to power, then vote for somebody who's going to speak the truth to you. Why am I the only person on the stage, at least, who can say that January 6th now does look like it was an inside job? That the government lied to us for 20 years about Saudi Arabia's involvement in 9/11. That the Great Replacement theory is not some grand right-wing conspiracy theory, but a basic statement of the Democratic Party's platform. That the 2020 election was indeed stolen by big tech. That the 2016 election, the one that Trump won for sure, was also one that was stolen from him by the national security establishment. Okay. They actually put out the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that they knew was false. There's a reason why I'm the only person on the stage who can say these things. That's what it's going to take, not people who are licking his boots one time and now minding and quarterbacking and criticizing when it's convenient. Oh, man. You see the way the cameraman's like pulling out, doing that, you're like, get ready to cut the feed.
For real. Man is speaking truth. The man is speaking truth and they can't deal with it.
Think about it. Eliminating whistleblower protections and free speech on the internet. CEO of BlackRock, the most powerful company in the world, now supporting Nikki Haley. And saying that doesn't affect her is false, because it's after that meeting later that day that she says that every American needs to be doxxed by having their ID, their government-issued ID, tied to what they say on the internet. So I think that this is far more corrupt than I imagined when I entered politics. And he totally outs Nikki Haley on her woke Democrat donors. So to Nikki Haley's comment from earlier that she is somehow not responding to the will of these donors. Nikki, you were bankrupt when you left the UN. After you left the UN, you became a military contractor. You actually started joining service on the board of Boeing, whose back you scratched for a very long time. And multinational speeches like Hillary Clinton is. and now you're a multimillionaire. That math does not add up. It adds up to the fact that you are corrupt. And when I said they were bought and paid for, I meant the Republican establishment, not the Democratic establishment. Now you have Reid Hoffman, the person who's effectively George Soros Jr., funding lawsuits across this country against Donald Trump to keep him off the ballot, funding left-wing causes. We discovered this week that he is one of Nikki Haley's largest supporters.
Okay,
What do
then.
you think the king of the woke industrial complex, the ESG movement, he goes after her dangerous, uninformed foreign policy. Foreign policy experience is not the same as foreign policy wisdom. I want everybody at home to know that I was the first person to say we need a reasonable peace deal in Ukraine. Now a lot of the neocons are quietly coming along to that position, with the exceptions of Nikki Haley and Joe Biden, who still support this, what I believe is pointless war in Ukraine. And I think those with foreign policy experience, one thing that Joe Biden and Nikki Haley have in common is that neither of them could even state for you 3 provinces in eastern Ukraine that they want to send our troops to actually fight for. Look at that. This is what I want people to understand. These people have, I mean, she has no idea what the hell the names of those provinces are, but she wants to send our sons and daughters and our troops and our military equipment to go fight it. So reject this myth that they've been selling you, that somebody had a cup of coffee, stint at the UN, and makes $8 million after, has real foreign policy experience. It takes an outsider to see this through. Look at the blank expression. She doesn't know the names of the province.
Mike Wild, good to meet you. You were my hero. When I went in, it was fidelity, bravery, integrity. It broke my heart. This can't be. This can't go on. And
We will, and I like the way you're pushing, because those are my instincts, right? But I can tell you what we can immediately get done. Thank you for your service.
just be careful.
I will, we will. I mean, we're guided by our purpose. I know that it can get ugly. You mean, like, be careful, be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you do in the bureau?
I worked as a SWAT guy, but I worked counterintelligence and counterterrorism, and I was one of those guys that was convinced they were going to do it.
You, how many years were you in the FBI?
I was a cop for that.
Okay, you're worried.
Yes.
Okay.
See, he's trying to warn him. He's trying to warn him in a sense
I get some very,
to be
very
careful.
help
Okay.
and some very common people do some intelligence work for you before you went places.
Okay.
Just walk around, talk to people, maybe get their feeling.
Okay.
Because that's what I used to live on. People tell me.
But you can't trust them either,
And the other thing is,
because they set you
I'm
up.
not an entrepreneur. I'm kind of following footsteps. I don't think my word farm's going to catch up.
Okay. I appreciate it. We'll take that seriously, man. I'm reading between the lines of what you're saying, and we got you.
Okay.
Thank you. We'll take care of ourselves. And
Seen how aggressive these alphabet organizations
yes.
they're coming after you.
Yeah. No doubt about
Yeah,
it.
she said the alphabet organizations, be careful.
If you think you're going back into private life, if this doesn't work out, they're coming.
Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you.
In here, but
There's my man blog here.
Now, one thing I can say though as well, don't get caught up in like, oh, he's saying the right things and this and that. Look, you can't trust none of them.
Nobody.
Be for real with you, we can't trust none of them. They all are liars and they have agendas.
Yes.
Speak on my people about the land and stuff like that. These the same people that still lie to you about there not being black presidents before Barack Obama, and we all know that that is complete fucking lies. We know where the land and where it resides with the people of the land, but they want to still skim away from that. That's the biggest thing that they want to keep keep y'all away from, us away from as a group. You know what I'm saying? They lie to all of us. Like I said, white, black, Asian, whatever. They lie to all of us, keep us all enslaved. You talk about slave, it's not the people that they taught you about in school. It's the people that were brought over.
That's why I said before, it's not a black and white thing. A couple of videos, it's not a black and white thing. They don't give a shit about none of us. None of us. And once people understand that, and before they get the system have to crack. But then again, no. Hey, I'm just saying. Just saying, folks.
They can sell us on the stock market. We all have numbers that have money attached to them. It's crazy. But you're the bondholder. But look, it is what it is, people. I'm gonna keep going. But
Okay, this clip I'm going to put here. I said it years ago, about good 10, 15 years ago, that John F. Kennedy was elected. John F. Kennedy was elected on I think 10 years or so after Lincoln. Lincoln secretary of name Lincoln secretary named Kennedy, and Kennedy secretary named Lincoln. Lincoln got killed from a warehouse. The person went for a theater. Kennedy get killed in it on the man killed Kennedy on the street and went for a theater. I mean, it's a lot of coincidence, but not really coincidence. A lot of similarities to how the two of them come together as presidents and what really happened to both of them. Check it out. Check it out.
The real truth, you better wake up and find out. It's been around you all of your life. You just didn't see it. Example, Abraham Lincoln was elected to Congress in 1846. John Kennedy was elected to Congress
In
1946.
1846.
Abe Lincoln was elected president in 1860. John Kennedy was elected president in
1960.
The names Lincoln and Kennedy both contain 7 letters. Both presidents were particularly concerned with civil rights. Both of the president's wives lost children while living in the White House. Both presidents were shot on a Friday in the head. President Lincoln's secretary was named Miss Kennedy. Kennedy's secretary was named Miss Lincoln. Both were assassinated by Southerners. Both were succeeded by Southerners. Andrew Johnson, who succeeded Lincoln, was born in 1808. Lyndon Johnson, who succeeded Kennedy, was born in 1908. John Wilkes Booth, who assassinated Lincoln, was born in 1839. Lee Harvey Oswald, who assassinated Kennedy, in 1939. Both assassins were known by 3 names: John Wilkes Booth, Lee Harvey Oswald. Both names are comprised of 15 letters. President Lincoln was shot in a theater named Ford. Kennedy was shot in a car
Named
Lincoln,
Ford. Yeah.
made by Ford.
Made by-
John Wilkes Booth ran to a theater and was caught in a warehouse. Oswald ran from a warehouse and was caught in a theater.
Yeah.
Booth and Oswald were both assassinated before they could go to trial. And a week before Lincoln was shot, he was in Monroe, Maryland. A week before Kennedy was shot, he was with Marilyn Monroe.
I said before that PD stuff, Puff Daddy, all that stuff, that's a distraction. Don't fall for it. They're doing stuff behind the scenes. Like, no, you see a bunch. I have nothing against foreigners. Nothing against foreigners. But I have a whole bunch of them coming from Mexico here on trains. That they don't tell you. But they want to get you distracted with Puff Daddy and Puff Daddy bodyguard and who else? All these people getting charged for molesting people or beating people up. That's a distraction. Check this here behind the scenes. This is don't show you behind the scenes. Hang on, folks. I'm gonna just give you a little piece of it. Check it out.
Old trains that went through all of our communities when we were children, and it carried coal through South Carolina. That's what it looks like to me. You can hear them all excited. They're happy. They're leaving Mexico. They're heading to our southern border. This was Griff Jenkins' video, wasn't it, from the weekend?
From Sunday, yeah. They're excited because essentially they have won the lottery.
Yeah.
They're going to get the heck out of Joe Biden's president. Meanwhile, you got to.
Think about it. Why they got all that going on, all these debates and everything else, y'all, and they putting P Diddy up on the chopping block, which he's one of the many monsters. You know, people are consumed in that. That's why I haven't been posting on that, because we still have all of these. It's just they always sacrifice somebody when there's a lot going on, when they're trying
Behind
to
the
slip
scenes.
something right underneath past laws and stuff like that.
Yep.
We've been on top of all of that. But look, keep watching. It's crazy.
This part here is food for thought. Think on it. And it making a lot of sense. But you got to think. Don't let them think for you. Think for yourself.